How we doing? Welcome to the 27th day of the Proverbs Project. Being the 27th day, I'm going to jump in and read Proverbs 27, and then we're going to dig into that a little bit. And what I did with this proverb is we're actually going to work it backwards after we read it. So let's jump in and read it, and then we'll kind of dive in. Chapter 27 goes like this: Don't brag about tomorrow, since you don't know what the day will bring. Let someone else praise you, not your own mouth, a stranger, not your own lips. A stone is heavy and sand is weighty, but the resentment caused by a fool is even heavier. Anger is cruel and wrath is like a flood, but jealousy is even more dangerous. An open rebuke is better than hidden love. Wounds from a sincere friend are better than many kisses from an enemy. A person who is full refuses honey, but even bitter food tastes sweet to the hungry. A person who strays from home is like a bird that strays from its nest. The heartfelt counsel of a friend is as sweet as perfume and incense. Never abandon a friend, either yours or your father's. When disaster strikes, you won't have to ask your brother for assistance. It's better to go to a neighbor than to a brother who lives far away. Be wise, my child, and make my heart glad. Then I will be able to answer my critics. A prudent person foresees danger and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. Get security from someone who guarantees a stranger's debt. Get a deposit if he does it for foreigners. A loud and cheerful greeting early in the morning will be taken as a curse. A quarrelsome wife is as annoying as constant dripping on a rainy day. Stopping her complaints is like trying to stop the wind or trying to hold something with greasy hands. As iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens a friend. As workers who tend a fig tree are allowed to eat the fruit, so workers who protect their employers' interests will be rewarded. As the face is reflected in water, so the heart reflects the real person. Just as death and destruction are never satisfied, so human desire is never satisfied. Fire tests the purity of silver and gold, but a person is tested by being praised. You cannot separate fools from their foolishness, even though you grind them like grain with mortar and pestle. Know the state of your flocks and put your heart into caring your herds. For riches don't last forever, and the crowns might not be passed to the next generation. After the hay is harvested and the new crop appears, and the mountain grasses are gathered in, your sheep will provide wool for clothing, and your goats will provide the price of a field, and you will have enough milk from goats for yourself, your family, and your servant girls. So as I went through that, like I said, I'm going to start at the end and work backwards towards some stuff in the front. So the very end there, that chapter 27, verse 23 through 27, it's talking about somebody who has a flock and kind of the fruit from that if you take care of it, right? So let's just read that again real quick. 23 says, Know the state of your flocks and put your heart into caring for other herds, for riches don't last forever, and the crown might not be passed to the next generation. And after the hay is harvested and the new crop appear and the mountain grasses are gathered in, your sheep will provide wool for clothing, and your goats will provide price for a field, and you'll have milk for your family and for your servants and all that. And so it's talking about being diligent and setting yourself up for success. They talk about knowing your surroundings here and be aware of that and to be prepared. And so that whole last part there is take care of your flock, and your flock will take care of you. Take care of the people in your life, and they'll take care of you. Right? And then if we back up, we talk about, I call these the be positives. Some of the verses here that talk about positive things. Verse 5, 6, 9, 10, and 17. 5 says, An open rebuke is better than hidden love. 6 says, Wounds from a sincere friend are better than many kisses from an enemy. And then we jump out down here to 9 and 10. It says, The heartfelt counsel of a friend is as sweet as perfume. And then never abandon a friend, even your father's friends, right? And then in 17, as iron sharpens iron, so a friend sharpens friends. Surround yourself with positive people and positive friends. And people that will encourage you, people that will protect you and your interests. Because a lot of your friends are going to have similar interests. Protect each other, work through that together. And surround yourself with people that are going to push you to do better, like that are going to encourage you to do better and not throw you off track, right? And then kind of up towards the beginning of this, it starts off with what I call the be carefuls. All right, verse 1 and 2 are don't brag about yourself since you don't know what the day will bring. And let someone else praise you, not your own mouth, but a stranger, not your own lips. It's talking about be careful of pride. Watch what you say. Watch how you promote yourself and how good you think you are. Let others do that. Let others brag on you. All right? So 3 and 4, it says, a stone is heavy and sand is weighty, but the resentment caused by a fool is even heavier. Anger is cruel and wrath is like a flood, but jealousy is even more dangerous. Be careful of resentment and anger and jealousy. There's going to be people that will always be better at something than you are. That's okay. Don't be jealous of that. Don't be critical or judgy or be angry about that. Let's celebrate that God's given you gifts to do what you do well. Right? And then the last part of this is we kind of jump down to 15 and 16. And in my version, I have the NLT, and it says a quarrelsome wife. And when we talk about it, I think about that all the way back to Genesis, thinking about when Adam and Eve was a helper to Adam, right? They were helpers. They became one as helpers. And I think about this in the content of those that help us, those coworkers, those people in our lives, those friends that are supposed to be helpers. And so a quarrelsome wife or a helper is as annoying as constant dripping on a rainy day. Stopping her or him complaints is like trying to stop the wind or trying to hold on to something with greased hands. So be careful of the negative people in your life. Be careful of the argument of people that whenever you say white, they say black, or when you say up, they say down. Just be careful not to surround yourself with people that are going to continually drag you down. Stay the course. Enjoy it. Be positive. No matter what you do, don't let people drag you down. Just celebrate it. Enjoy it. Just go for it. Hey, we'll see you guys later. Have a good day.